sell it to actually be able to tell stories here. I had to be all like, oh, I'm happy. So we wrote some awesome stories from stories that you already know. We gotta change them up a little bit.
I think they're really, really good. But before we get started, how about we set the mood? 1 second.
Nice. I don't like where this is going.
Cue the jazz music.
Ooh, dim lighting.
Christmas story, don't you think, Mr. J?
Of course it is.
Alrighty, I think the first story that we should start out with is 'Twas the Dark Night Before Christmas.
Yes, well, of course, that is the name of our panel. Okay, so let's start.
Alright, you go ahead. You read a page and I'll read a page.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all throughout Gotham City, not a creature was stirring, not even Catwoman's kitty. Most criminals hid in their hideouts in fear, most, as in not us, hoping that Batman wouldn't come anywhere near. Robin was nestled all snug in his bed, while visions of Batgirl danced in his head. Oh. And Alfred, in his apron, and Bats in his suit, prepared for a night of giving evil the boot. When Arkham Asylum, there rose such a clatter. He had to find Gordon to see what was the matter. Away from the Batcave, he drove in a flash, wondering whose face he was going to smash. Not happy about this. Later, atop the roof of Gotham PD HQ, the commish stands waiting to meet you-know-who. When what his wandering eye should appear but Batman, decked out in crime-fighting gear. It'll be a long night, said the Crusader who escaped. I need a list of all the inmates who've escaped. A mighty long list. We don't know quite who's to blame. But Batman, he pulled out a notepad and wrote down their names. There's Riddler. You got it? There's Riddler. Excuse me. And Bane.
Oh my goodness.
Or should I say Sean Connery? Joker, Harley, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, and Penguin. He leaped off the building. His cape billowed mid-fall. I will stop all the villains. All of them. All. Towards Arkham he glided, not knowing what dangers he'd face. But he couldn't let us madmen roll over the place. He knew Riddler be the easiest. He'd leave him a clue. He just had to decipher it to know what to do.
Outside the asylum, a letter waits. A riddle, it seems, was tied to the gates.
What kind of bird knows how to write?
A penguin.
No. A penguin, so that's where they're heading tonight.
He sped off into the night towards the Cobbler's lair, knowing the entire rogues gallery was there. Atop the hideout, two strange villains stood. Whatever they were up to, it sure wasn't good. He took down Harvey Dent with a batarang to the bad side of his face, and a quick right hook put Mr. Freeze in his place. He crept in through the air duct using all his stealth. It's amazing the training you can receive with great wealth. Two criminal women stood in the foyer. He drop-kicked Poison Ivy, and Harley screamed, Mr. J! He was dressed tall in fur from his head to his foot. His clothes were all tarnished with dried blood and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a clown who already cracked. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how
Patsy. I was hoping you'd show. You just in time for the big Christmas show.
You're finished.
He said with a growl. Suddenly, something hit the side of his... What was that?
No. His cow. I hit him in the face.
A dizzy sensation followed by pain. Only one man can punch that hard, and it's a giant called Babe. He dodged, he ducked, and he dipped and dipped.
Yes, dodgeball. Anybody who ever got that was awesome. A boot to the solar plexus, and the mighty man tipped. He grabbed Penguin's umbrella and gave him a whack. Right in the gut he fell down, screaming, "Ah! Whack, whack!" Whatever Penguin's noises make. The Riddler ran, but he'll get him in due time. For now he must deal with me, the Clown Prince of Crime. I know you must think this routine's overplayed, but I've poisoned the balloons for the Christmas parade. Once the gas is released, oh, the people will laugh. But they may not all die, perhaps only half. He grappled the ceiling, he jumps and then swings. He kicks me right in the face! Oh, the joy that it brings him. And then I just laugh, with a gleam in my eye. This will never be over until one of us dies! We were all tied up. Justice had finally been dealt. He touched a small button in his utility belt. The bat plane hovered down by the roof and it lowered. He'll have to be quick to save the parade goers. He takes off to the sky, the sun finally rising. Is it already dawn? He found this surprising. He'd stopped the criminals. We've got our warning.
Merry Christmas to all. No.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good morning.
And that is the end of our... 'Twas a dark before... But 'twas a dark night before Christmas.
Alrighty, so that was a lot of fun, but now we want to get you guys involved. So we made a very special Christmas and DC quiz for all of you.
Ooh. Yes. Now we're going to meet 3 volunteers. 1, 2, 3. Guess what you guys get to do? You torture our hostages.
Wait a minute. Yes, I know.
So we want to find that one in the corner.
How are you a hostage?
They're mommy, daddy, and baby lawful.
Alright, while they're sitting down, I'm going to explain the game. Okay.
So we got Daddy Lawful, Mommy Lawful, and Baby Lawful.
Alright, we're going to have 3 rounds, okay? The first round is consisting of easy questions, okay? So these are hostages, and you have to save their lives, okay?
It's in your hands.
Your hands.
Only you can prevent forest fires. Oh wait, wrong panel.
Alrighty, so for the first round, anyone can play in the audience, okay? And so when you know a question or you know the answer, first hand up is the first hand that we're going to call on. Okay? Sounds good? We got it? Reindeer in the back, do we got it? Okay, we got it. Okay, now if you answer the question wrong, it goes up for a steal. So anyone else? Hands up. Next one we're going to call on. Okay.
Now, you have to answer enough questions to release each of our captives. If not, I will have to take them out to the back and beat them with a crowbar.
Again?
Wait a minute.
This is actually not good. You guys are supposed to not want me to beat their faces.
Excuse me,
I kind of like this group.
So you at least...
Oh, hello! You're late. Sit.
Everyone stare.
You won't let you go some up?
Alright, to
He
save...
tap dances.
To save,
Yes, watch them.
Yes.
He's really good.
to save all of our hostages, you have to answer at least 5 questions right. Okay? But it should be pretty easy. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and let's start. Do you want to do the first one?
Yes.
One. Per.
What is Batman's real identity?
Go ahead. There we go.
What was it again?
Bruce
No,
Wayne.
no, 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 hear it!
Spoilers, what are you doing?
All right. You got 1 point. Next. Make sure to keep it in your head. Oh, what? I must hide?
What? It's not, it's cheating. Come on. Get down. Get down. What's the colors of Joker's skin?
Oh.
There you go. Alright, you can come back. Mr. J, you can come back. I'm sorry, it was a question about your skin color. I had to hide you because, you know, it's not like cheating.
I guess. I didn't see that question before.
Alrighty, next question. What killed the dinosaurs?
Was it Santa?
Wrong!
Damn it.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Supposedly a giant meteor or the big...
Wrong!
Wrong.
Wrong!
The Mario Brothers.
Wrong! Come on, guys!
Batman.
Wrong!
The Ice Cream.
The Ice Age! The Ice Age! He's got a point!
These are the jokes.
Mention that movie.
What is Santa's real name?
Tim Allen.
Alright, if the next person does not get this, he wins that one.
Christopher Kringle.
He did it! He got the actual name. I'm so sorry.
Kringle.
We can get a
Christopher Walken.
Sir
And a Merry Christmas to you all.
In a winter.
Laughter! It's all the laughing gas. Actually, all of you right now are breathing in toxic levels of laugh gas. That's amazing!
Alright.
Again? Really?
Everyone listen up. What supervillain once broke Batman's back, leaving him crippled in a wheelchair bound?
Bane.
Bane!
Yes, that was right.
Alright, so you guys have answered enough questions to release one of our hostages. Now, the decision's in your hands.
Free the woman first.
The woman first?
Mommy Waffle, yes.
Her! Yes. I wanna hear something like yeah! I'm sorry, you're not loved.
Free her.
Alright, you may go,
You bring up
Her free.
Free her from her mortal coil.
Smile!
Stop it, Mr. J. We always treat our hostages with respect.
Can I be the next
Have a candy cane. Thank you, mister. You're welcome. Alrighty, so now we go back to the beginning. Now you have to get another 5 questions right to free the next one.
Or you can just get them all wrong, and they can die.
That's what I'm going for. Decisions.
Alrighty. Now, these are a little bit harder, so let's see who can get them.
Alright.
Who played Batman in the '66 Batman TV series?
Adam West.
What?
Oh.
It was-
What?
Alright, Adam West.
There you go.
Adam West. Alright.
Batman.
Who, or it is mostly implied, that killed Bruce's parents?
Alfred.
Joe Chill!
There you go.
Joe Chill. Not Jack Nicholson. That was a whole entire different thing. Joe Chill. He killed Bruce's parents.
Just some.
Now you know. The more you know.
Here, you do the next one.
I'll do the
please.
next one. Why is the Bat family like false teeth?
It's for you, Riddler.
Wait,
They all come out at night.
Think about that.
Wait, did you say why the Bat Family's like false teeth?
What?
I don't know what he said. I really don't know.
It's alright, it's alright. I said, why is the Bat Family like false teeth?
Because they rot away quick.
No, they all come out at
They all come out at night.
night. That was a joke, that was a joke. It was a flop, and that's why I went into the vat of acid and decided to become a clown. Because my joke sucked. What sport did Harley do in college? Gymnastics!
That makes a lot of sense.
Alright.
I'm scared of hearing.
Oh, ooh. How many ghosts visit Scrooge during the Christmas Carol?
Go ahead,
This one's
Link.
tricky.
Yeah,
I was gonna get it wrong. The person behind me said 4. I thought it was 3. Now I don't know who it is.
It is 4.
I'm saying
It is 4.
Yes.
It is 4.
Marley,
Jacob Marley.
Jacob Marley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can release another hostage. Look at that.
So-
You guys are just like
Free the local bystander!
Free him.
He's a
do-gooders. Alright, so
You know what's called on?
Free him!
are we releasing him? Oh wait, this is getting close now. Wait. Wait, alright.
Oh God.
Alright, so are we releasing him?
Yes.
Or him? Oh look, it looks like everybody decided to love you now. Alright, so he gets to go!
Him free.
And here's the candy cane.
That poor animal. He's still now he's relaxed.
He's doing well.
All right, guys.
Doing
Let's see
oddly
if
well
we can
for,
save our last hostage.
Him free.
Now, these questions are the hardest of them all.
Alright. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
You can go.
Mr. J, what
I'm
are you
just doing
doing?
my own thing here. You can just
He's gotta cut his hair.
give him the closest shades.
What color were the gloves Batman first wore?
Purple.
Good job.
Yeah!
The color of justice.
The color of justice is my favorite color.
What do the kids in the naughty list get?
A crowbar to the face.
Nope.
Just cold.
Nope.
Just laid.
Boot to the head.
Good enough for me.
Blade.
Would you like to read the next one? It's number 3.
Only in Hawaii do they get laid. When Bane broke Bat, who took his mantle when he recovered?
Jason Todd.
No!
Azrael.
Azrael!
Yeah.
Wait. Bonus. Who can give me his real name?
Jean-Paul Valley.
Yes!
Here we go.
That's awesome.
We can have to answer one more.
They do.
Someone should have picked
What a shame.
I'm gonna pick the last one.
Okay.
Amazing.
No. No. I like the last one.
Okay.
Where did the Grinch live?
Oh,
Yes.
is it you? You can go.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the
Just
toe.
do
with the
one.
hose. Okay.
Go both, boss.
Oh,
Anybody
she
got
got
a coin?
that one.
I wish Two-Face was here. We could have chosen. Right, so.
I think they've answered 5. They
Hey,
stayed the
that's,
last
oh my
one.
gosh! You guys are actually do-gooders. I'm not liking this.
I still wanted to have one.
Can't be the next house.
Take it
Well,
out.
you know I like a challenge.
Well, he's still tied to the chair.
Yeah.
It's a good old shoe tie. Right.
Have a candy cane.
Actually, here, give me some of these. You, sir. Here, give me one.
No, you don't.
Thank you. Thank you for being awesome
Do you want some
and for
more?
being late.
Where's our last hostage? Where's our last hostage? You got the
She's
one
right over there. She's right over there.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
And you, sir. You actually got the most points.
I was
keeping
up.
gorgeous. I've always wanted to do this. Catch!
I want to do it too! Catch! Oh no!
Catch him with the skull.
So far away.
bad.
Mr. J, can you go check on something downstairs?
Sure, I guess I will.
On the first floor.
That's what you think. Boss knows what's up.
There's really nothing downstairs. I just want him to go away from me. Alright, since I have everyone alone, I got Mr. J a gift for Christmas. Now, it's not much. I had to sell my favorite picture of Mr. J to get this. But I got him a brand new tie. Isn't this lovely? Just for his lovely suit. Of course, I don't have any more money, but hey, it's Christmas and I have to have the Christmas spirit here. But you guys better not be telling Mr. J because this is a secret surprise at the end of the panel. So lips are sealed. Now, if any of you think you're gonna call and say, I know what Harley has for Mr. J, I'm gonna come over you and punch you right in the face!
As if you haven't done that enough, Harley.
True. So, alright. He should be done by now. Mr. J! Come on back up.
Oh, okay.
How was everything
Well,
down there?
yes, I fired up the furnace. The people are burning. And
Oh,
Fun.
the cookies will be ready soon.
Gingerbread people are burning.
Shh. How did you know? Did you escape? Get back there. No, you stay. I'll get you later.
alright, everyone. This is our next Christmas story.
Oh boy.
Yay!
Alright, so we all know the Christmas Carol. Correct? Yes, no? If none of you have, then you live under a rock and you're not a starfish. Now, there is a version for Batman. Any of you read Batman Noel? No!
Unfortunately, I have.
It's a great story. You guys need to read it.
Unfortunately, my dad made me read it.
It's beautiful. It's touching. In all the wrong places.
But in all the right way.
Whoa.
In all the right ways.
Behave, Mr. J. This isn't an 18 and up panel.
Not yet.
Are there any children?
Evacuate the children.
Anyone legally under 18?
Legally?
See, we have one minor in the room.
Okay, I apologize. I seriously, sincerely do. If I cursed at all. Or made you feel uncomfortable. Like right now, as I stare at you. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, this one's going to be a doozy. You may think I'm making it up as I go along, which I probably am. But in the end, it would all make sense. Some weird stuff happens in this story, and some of it's hard to swallow. First thing, though, you gotta tell me something. Because for this story to make sense, for it to mean anything, you have to believe in something. Something very important. You have to believe that people can change. And I'm talking change in the positive way. Change for the better. I changed for the better. I mean, maybe not to you guys who think I'm better, but I think I'm better.
The best ones.
Okay, I'm talking about the idea that a person can take years of program and habit and turn them on their butt. I did that for you. And when the deck is stacked against him, he can get the stones to overcome. It might be difficult for some of you to understand that as people get older, they get set in their ways. Most people never change. It's so scary, like standing, like right at the edge of a cliff. Most people just can't make the leap. Some people want to change desperately. I want Batman to change desperately.
Don't we all?
His suit is smelly. But the deck is stacked against them. Take Bob. You will be Bob today. Come here.
Because you are late.
Bob, here.
What did I do?
If he could, Old Bob here would change almost anything about his life. I mean, look at him. This Bob, he's a stand-up kind of fellow. He's a stand-up kind of fellow. Trouble is, he's been down on his luck since, like, forever. And he has a family to take care of, a sick little boy. His job, well, let's just say it ain't exactly the stuff of dreams. He tap dances for a living, I mean, like, I don't know, that's kind of exciting.
If you're in the feet.
What?
If you're in the feet.
I mean, are you saying I have a foot fetish? No, just kidding.
There are children here.
A dead-end job in a dead-end town. And his boss? Don't even get me started. The definition of cutthroat, a cruel abomination of a man who only cared about money. And nothing else. People would whisper his name, almost afraid to say it out loud. Pray tell, what is his name?
Mickey Mouse.
You might be close. You might be close. I mean, Bob here, can you remember the guy's name? I mean, you worked for him.
No, can anyone help me out here?
Jimbo.
Well, anyways.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
Bob was desperate. Bob was desperate. Anyways, medical bills were stacking up, and the economy is in the toilet. Getting work somewhere else wasn't exactly the option, I mean, should I say. And even if it meant doing a job that he didn't really like, for a guy that he liked even less. Well, can you remember his name yet? Like, really, seriously. It's like on the tip of your tongue. If you want, I can help you take it out with a knife. Well, Scrooge! That's the guy. Oh. Yes!
McDuck?
Close again. Disney, Mickey Mouse. I see the connection there. Mind limit. Though you don't want to be in here. Especially not right now. And, you get to live a little bit while longer. Okay, back to the story. This Scrooge guy didn't care about anyone. He didn't want to give Bob here the Christmas off to spend with his kid. You know, like, to Scrooge, giving him a day off was like letting him get away with a crime. All right, so let's talk about this Scrooge fella. We all know by now that he's a mean old man. A mean old poopy face. But what we don't know is how cunning he can be. You don't get to be in the position that Scrooge was by being a dummy. It was just people were scared of him. And believe me, they were. It was people trusted in him being 5 steps ahead of the game. Once he saw that what he wanted, it wasn't much that could stop him. Bob didn't want to argue with the guy. He had promised, but he had made a promise to his son. And he spent Christmas Day together. Scrooge, however, wouldn't budge about the time off. He had other plans. Christmas was just another day. Another day, another dollar, sure. Bob needed the money, but it wasn't the most important thing in his life. He may have been down in his luck, but ultimately, his son was more important to him. Oh, what a nice guy, right?
Aww.
Such a sweet, sweet father. Do you have kids?
No.
Pretend. Okay. Bob, being the good hot guy that he was, considered himself lucky for a guy down in his luck. Long story short, he managed to convince Scrooge to give him the day off. Insurance issues or something. Car crash. But there was one condition. He would have to come to work at the crack of dawn, the day after Christmas, and be ready to work his butt off. Bob, now Bob, he had a bit of dumb luck from time to time, but stupid he was not. He knew that miserable Scrooge would make him pay for letting him get away with taking the holiday. See, old Scroogey was vindictive like that. no good deed goes unpunished, and all that jazz. I just rhymed. That was not intentional.
Impressive.
Skip. This story's long. Anyway, so he goes back to his kid. His kid is a sweet kid, but the sad part is, he has a bum leg. I know. I mean, who? And he's such a sweet kid that you like look at him, and it makes you upset that he is in such a predicament. But even though that is what's going on in their life, there's so much love in the house. Even though his bathroom is broken, they have no heater, there's no window, the bum lives in their basement. Yes, they have a bum.
That's what you do in Gotham City.
Well, either way, the thing is, there was a lot of love in his house, and he would do anything. And he would even not go to work to be with his child. That's how good this Bob guy is. Give him a hat. Now Scrooge was back in his lair, thinking about what he was going to do to Bob next. See, this guy, he used to not be that way a long while ago. He used to be somebody. He used to be somebody that people trusted, people wanted. Somebody that you could go to when you were in trouble. See, but back then, he had a partner. And him and his partner shared this love for their work. But sadly, he lost him. And since then, he's become recluse. He doesn't want to let anybody in. This has made it very difficult for others to try to interact with him. And the only way that he's able to cope with this is by just being who he is, this deviant, maniacal man, this evil husk of an empty soul. No, I'm not describing myself.
Are you related to Scrooge?
I don't know. I mean, I should do a blood test. He might say he's not my father.
Take it, Maury.
All right. So, oh, I thought you would hand me something. Ooh, okay. All right. So he gets visited by his first visitor, his partner, who happens to be Robin in this story. Cool. Can anybody guess which Robin it is? Jason Todd, the one that I killed. Well, he is the first one to visit him, and he comes and he reminds him of the times that he had, and then when he was much younger and much more alive, and they would like to. Yeah, I know. This guy right here. Are you all right? Is that Ebola? All right, we're good. Don't come near me. He came to him that night, and he told him, "You're going to be visited by 3 ghosts. 3 ghosts from your past." He's like, "I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts at all." And he was really just trying to get to me, because I was obviously off to shenanigans. He's like, "I don't have time. I don't have time for this." And he was thinking maybe this was an apparition, because at that moment, Scrooge was kind of sick with Ebola. Well, the spirit departs with a warning that at midnight he would be visited. He shook it off. He went out into the night patrolling, trying to look for his prime prey. His first ghost comes, Catwoman. She comes and shows him and reminds him of all the fun he had when he was younger, when he was more nimble, less old, less wrinkly. Yeah, pretty much. But she represented the ghost of the past, when there was a spark there, but it's no longer there. with that, she departs, and he feels at a loss of his youth. But he just, he brushes it aside. And as he keeps going throughout the city, then he's visited by his second. A beacon of hope. A big, colored man. Brightly colored. You could say, Superman! Yes, yes!
Oh my god.
This guy. You could say he's almost like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He lives in the North Pole.
Lives in an iceberg, pretty much.
I know. Well, he comes and he takes him by the cape and flies him around Gotham City, and he shows him that there is more than just the dirt and scum that is going around the city. He shows him the families having the Christmas dinner. He shows him Bob with his kid, and just having a warm time together. But then he also notices that, yes, we are! Oh, you're good, sir. That scared me. I was like, who's there? I thought that was like Batman appeared out of there. Alright, so essentially, he shows him that there's so much good out there, and it's not all what he's thinking, that there's constant bad. But he still doesn't believe him, because how can somebody so alien and so far above humans can, like, really show him what it is to have this happy and hopeful time? So, in sadness, I guess, he leaves him atop of a rooftop.
Because that's what you do.
Well, I mean, he could have thrown him.
Well, there is always that.
But see, his condition has been rapidly getting worse. And as he's stumbling down some of the alleys, he falls down and he's thinking, what is this chill that's come upon me? You know, like he's starting to cough and he's not being able to like stand up. And suddenly this figure comes, dark, faceless. But the scariest thing is that throughout the entire time, he doesn't speak a word. Instead, he grabs his cowl and drags him to the cemetery, where, upon a plate, it's his name, and he throws him in. That was the ghost of future. Me.
I was guessing.
I dug him into his grave, but in his grave he came to a realization. There is hope. There is change. There is love. And he had these before. And he didn't want to be that guy who gets forgotten. Because he thought at the very beginning that he was doing so much good for the city. But nobody really knows that he's doing this good. But now, he realizes that. He comes out, he obviously puts me in jail, and in the morning, he visits Bob and gives him a better job, one. And then he gives him a house. He goes to the charities, he goes to his old friends, and he realizes that that is what he wanted to do before he died. He wanted to show that he could change, that he could be a better person. Now, this applies in real life.
Yeah, Bob changed.
Bob changed. I mean, he's not there anymore. He's a chair now.
Now Bob's
Good job, Bob.
He's awesome. Look at this magic trick. I mean,
We love you, Bob.
Suddenly Clayface.
Bob is now a metaphor. But, like, I know that this story is a little bit bummy because, you know, it's more serious and about, like, the inside. But I believe that all of us have the ability to change and the ability to be better for everyone.
Mr. J, are you gonna change?
I already did! I mean, I can change clothes if you want. Out of character, I believe that changing, I believe that us being together, this right here, all of you cosplayers and fans of you know, all of this, that is the conventions and comic books and anime, this is the epitome of being together, you know, loving each other, and respecting each other. So I give you guys like a round of applause because you know what? This is what conventions are. It's not us trolling each other. It's not trolling each other. It's not, you know, dissing somebody for their costume. I think everybody put the effort into their costume. Everybody had sleepless nights, and somebody's bound to go home or to their room and finish a costume at, you know, later tonight. So, again, round of applause. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to continue this now. All right, back in character.
All right. Okay, now with all those feels, let's do something fun.
Yes.
Let's have a game for everyone.
All the feels. Fun.
I like fun.
You like these? We're gonna play pin the nose on the hyena.
Volunteers! All right, you.
Where's the nose?
You.
Oh.
There.
Here, you can hold my cane.
Yes.
Did you lose the nose?
You not lose the
We
nose.
lost the nose.
Oh no!
Nose.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Got it.
Ooh, what a funny guy! This guy's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
We can use a button.
I will. Do you have a button?
We have many buttons.
Give me a button.
Yes.
Here, you can choose. We have.
Do you have a red one?
We have 3. We have Scarecrow, Mad Hatter, and Freddy.
We'll go with Freddy.
I like Freddy.
Freddy's my boy.
He's cute as a button.
Cute as a button. All right, so we got 1, 2. You.
Not too many, Mr. J.
No, that's it. That's it. All right, so you guys are gonna direct them to where they have to go. You can send them wherever you want. Yes, exactly. Now.
Oh God! Oh boy. Oh no. Oh god. That's a big nipple. Is that a new scar? Oh god.
I think we only have time for 3 to make sure we get through our other stories, unfortunately. Okay, guys? But maybe after the panel we can all play.
Trusting you, Joker.
Should be the only time. Aren't you
You didn't even trust the Joker.
All right, so we're gonna spin.
Trust the Joker, you only get one time.
Spin. Now Gangnam style. All right. And then
And it's falling down.
this is the button. Yep, there you go. All right. Now, where does she need to go?
Left. Left. No hands.
Turn around.
Stab it in the eye.
There, you did it. Wow. All right.
Almost.
I think what we're gonna do.
Riddler has to
move
get
him around. For next one, we're gonna move him around.
Yes.
After you blindfold.
After we blind you. Blind you with pepper spray.
Last time I'm putting my life in your hands.
Will you go?
You got out alive. You can't complain.
I know. Again, last
Can
time
you see?
I'm voluntarily doing that.
Good. All right. Give me your hand. No, there you go. All right. We're gonna spin you. We're gonna walk you around.
And that's a clip.
You will not run into anybody. I will make sure that you are safe for now.
I would not trust that.
Note how he said for now.
I think we're gonna start you. All right.
Turn around. Forward.
All right. No, go forward. No,
Go forward. Forward. Left. Go right. Right. Other way. Wrong way. Behind you. In front of the house. Right in front of you. There you go. Right. 2 times. Twice. Twice. So happy. Hey, Link, you should be.
The only way I found it was because of the desk.
So I keep sending you there, my friend.
No thanks to us.
I knew you'd get there eventually.
Last one.
I still can't.
Stop bouncing.
Last one, and then I gotta take the babies out to bed. So.
Can you see?
No!
Great.
Spin! Yo, just use Z targeting.
Spin. All right. We're gonna walk you around. There you go. Hold that. Oh, wait, no.
Hold on.
There's the button. All right, we're gonna start you here.
Alright.
Go left.
All right.
Go right. Left. Far right. Far right. Right.
That's not the hyena.
Forward. Far right. Far right.
Go forward.
All right. Right. Go straight right. Straight. Right. Forward. Go right. Go to the left. Right there. No. Right. To your right. Left. Down.
You're right.
Right there. There you go.
Got it.
Let me have my button back.
When you put the babies to bed, can you please also check on the cookies? I think I might have burnt those.
Oh, that's what I smell. That's what I'm smelling.
I thought it was
You smell the burnt flesh. Catwoman, sit.
Good kitty.
Like,
Good thing Harley's not here.
well, don't tell her this, but I'm an emotional man at times. I mean, I know I pushed her off a building and slapped her across the face a couple times. I felt bad afterwards. I swear, they just never show that in that part in the show. They just cut to Batman.
They always want to make you think you're always mean.
I know, but I have a soft spot. Like, why would I not keep her? Like, I get rid of all my henchmen.
You're the best, boss.
Don't we all? That's Punch, that's Judy. Well, I got her a little present. But the thing is, I have no money. So I sold my suit on the black market.
No. That explains a lot. Did you sell it to that guy?
This guy.
Yeah, did you sell it to him?
I'm not wearing it. What are you talking about?
But see, like, I didn't know what to get her because she obviously likes spending time with me. And that's all she needs. But I got her this little locket. So she can put that darn picture she keeps of me all the time. I hope she really likes it. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
She like it?
Great.
All right. She found the oven. Pumpkin!
Yo. Spice.
Yep. Oh, I just wanted to make sure you didn't fall in the oven.
No,
You ready?
not this time.
Are they in time?
Yes,
How are the cookies?
they're fine.
Oh, all right.
Hot dang.
Ah, damn it. I wanted them to be overdone. All right, so let's end this with how I stole Christmas.
No, that's how I stole Christmas.
Oh.
My story, I get to tell it.
That was actually scary. I know.
Really?
Oh, Bob's going away. It's okay. Go ahead.
We love you. Take care of your son.
That's what she said.
After us, go watch him.
Special events.
Okay.
All right, let's begin.
How the Joker stole Christmas. All the people in Gotham Gotham liked Christmas a lot, but the Joker who lived under Gotham did not. Now don't ask me why, no one quite knows the reason, but the Joker hated the whole Christmas season. It could be perhaps it was linked to his past. It could be perhaps his frowns never last. But I think the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was blackened and small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his frowns, he stood there, loathing the town. This last Christmas season, he said to his thugs,
"They're preparing for Santa Claus."
He said with a sneer,
"Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. This Christmas keeps coming and doesn't stop. It's an illusion, this holiday cheer. This lie called Christmas, I just can't allow. So I'm going to stop it. But how?"
Then he got an idea, an awful idea. Mr. J got a horrible, awful idea. He picked up his phone and called Mr. Freeze, and he said,
"Make them pay, if you please. They love winter so much, I'll give them a show. With your ice machine, make them sick of the snow."
As the Joker hung up, Freeze knew what to do. He went straight to work with his fingers icy and blue. He flipped on a switch from his mighty device.
"This year, Freeze Machine will see who's naughty or ice."
When Gotham froze over, it was perfectly clear.
"You see,"
said Joker,
"this madness has gripped the city of Gotham. You've all of them flipped. So call off your Christmas. It is quite absurd. I'll do it for you. I'm a man of my word."
But Christmas kept coming, so Joker got busy. With gunpowder and dynamite off in a tizzy. He wired their stores and blew some away. He even shut down the site called eBay.
Oh my god.
But the Joker down in his lair was still wondering,
"I'll need some help. Which friend should I call?"
Then I suggested, why not call them all? He crept down to Arkham, blew open the walls, and all the inmates poured out, the tall and the small. There was Riddler and Scarecrow, Two-Face Mad Hatter, Clayface Croc, and the Rat Catcher. As the inmates broke out with their own plans in mind, the Joker cried out,
"Let's rob this place blind."
And rob it they did. They robbed Gotham good. They robbed every district. They robbed every hood. They stole all the money from banks and from vans. They stole all the jewelry. They stole all canned yams. Then Batman appeared with right and left hooks, took down every inmate, psycho and crook. Then came Christmas morning. Yes, Christmas came here. The Joker saw families holding loved ones near. And the Joker thought something he hadn't before.
What if Christmas doesn't come from a store, or from Santa, or snowflakes? But maybe it's something much more.
"You see,"
said Batman.
"you thought you could steal Christmas.
Batman said with a growl.
Well, your plan failed, Joker. Just look around. Even without gifts from all, the people of Gotham had Christmas after all."
Then what happened down in Gotham, they say, that the Joker's black heart shrunk 2 sizes that day.
Christmas is bigger than I ever thought. It's bigger than presents, both given and bought. They taught me a lesson, the Smiths, Jones, and Hamleys. Next year,
Shouted Joker.
I'll kill all their families. Take me to Arkham.
Said the lunatic.
These holiday feelings are making me sick.
As Batman dragged the clown by his ear, one doctor remarked, he gets us the same gift each year. And the Joker exclaimed with sarcastic cheer,
Crappy holidays to all! I'll be out by New Year's. Give Harley a round of applause. She wrote this, and it was amazing. It was one of the awesome songs. All original by her. It was great.
thank you.
I am absolutely thrilled that you guys came to our panel. We had no idea what the turnout was going to be. This is our first time kind of like doing this kind of thing, and it was just absolutely wonderful. I love you guys. I really do. And if you want to repeat it again, tomorrow at 8.
Be there.
Well, before we end, I do have a gift for you, Mr. J.
What?
Yes,
We were giving gifts?
we were.
I guess I have it for you too.
Come on, Twist.
All right, here you go.
Shush! What is this?
What is this?
It's a locket for the picture that you always lug around of me with like little hearts on it.
Oh, and that's for your suit that you always wear all the time.
Oh boy.
I get it.
See, I kind of sold my suit and some things to get you that.
Well, I kind of sort of sold my picture of you to get you that.
Oh, Pumpkin, you're just so lovely.
Oh, Puddin'.
Well, I guess that is the end of our show.
Yes.
This is so sad. You guys must part.
Kill everyone.
Lock us in here.
Well, I mean, in 3 hours, my cookies will be done.
Can you at least get someone with a crowbar?
Some buzz.
Oh boy.
Volunteers. Yay! Photo op! Photo op! You, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna hit you, and you.
Alright.
Right there, in the light, so that people can see you. Alright. I love this. They lined up for me to beat them.
There's a reason why I don't trust
Ground.
him. Oh boy.
This reminds me of when Levi.
Alright. You, sir.
We thought Levi was next.
Facing me the other way. This way. Face up.
Copycat. Gotham City imposters.
They're everywhere.
It seems you all fell for the fake Joker gag. Now sit down. Alright, you. Hey, listen. Tickle!
I didn't tickle, I was just laughing because of the fire.
And you, sir, for your father. You are his father, right?
I am.
All right. Can you say it in Darth Vader voice? That'd be awesome. Luke, I am your father. You gotta get used to it, kiddo.
Yeah, we're in
All right. You guys are free to go. You're lucky. You would have stayed 15 more minutes. You would have died of laughing gas.
We would have saved our car insurance 15 minutes.
Well, you're gonna have to talk to Flo.
Yeah.
Did you see Chloe the elf earlier today?
Yeah,
She's around.
I saw you.
Lovely.
Actually, I'm a part of the next panel.